This is the brand new Porsche 911 GT3 RS. And yes, I'm looking at it in South Africa. Porsche Johannesburg has a few on their floor, and let me tell you, if you go and look at them, be surprised because these things are going to catch your attention. They're bold, they're dramatic, they're bonkers, they're everything a GT3 RS should be, and they've absolutely nailed it. This is the 992 version of the 911s. And yes, for those that can get a bit confusing, you know, the 911s, 992s, 991s. But let me just quickly put it into perspective for you. So the model designation that Porsche puts out is not the 911s. It's actually the numbers that would have come before that. So as in the previous generation of 911s was the 991, and now we're on to the 992, which is what you're looking at here. Porsche unveiled the GT3 version of this last year sometime, which we all fell in love with, but knew that if that's what the GT3 looks like, we can only imagine what the GT3 RS would look like. And now we finally get to see it. And trust me, once you're done with this video, make your way to your closest Porsche dealership and go and drool. Just not too much, it gets a bit weird. Under the hood of this 911 GT3 RS, you've got a 4-litre flat 6, putting out 386 kilowatts, taking this car from 0 to 100 in 3.2 seconds, with a top speed of 296 kilometers per hour. I don't know where you're going to travel that unless you're on the Autobahn, but hey, you can do it, and that's a flex. So this GT3 RS was designed with the intention of being fast, quick through the air, and put down as much downforce as possible. And all of this is made possible through Porsche's active aerodynamics, which can be done at the push of a button, which includes changing the position of the rear wing, as well as also automatically adjusting the front diffuser. And yes, the changing of that rear wing is called DRS, something you might be familiar with from Formula 1. And everything's been designed with purpose. Even those new aero bars that you see in the front, they can put down up to 40 kilograms of weight at top speed. 40 kilograms! And those nostrils that you see on the bonnet, yep, they're there for a purpose. That luggage space that would have been under the bonnet is not really there anymore. That's now filled with a large center radiator. And this allows for that radiator to breathe a lot better, and allows air to come in from the front and out through the top, keeping the car as aerodynamic as possible and as flat to the ground as it can be. One of the other main objectives of this car was to be as light as possible, and they've been able to achieve this by including carbon fiber reinforced plastic wherever they can, which includes the wings, the front lid, the rear wing, as well as all the active aerodynamics. And yes, the doors as well. And while wheels that are over 20 inches can be quite heavy too, these are specifically forged to make them lighter and yield a lot more significant advantages on the racetrack. And to give this GT3 RS extra grip on track, they've equipped it with 20-inch wheels up front and 21-inch wheels at the back. They're also a lot wider too, which equip the car with increased lateral dynamics as well as higher cornering speeds, which is something you need when you're in a 911. And all that power is sent to the wheels through a 7-speed PDK, which is now more robust and ready for any track day. And on the inside, you can also spec lightweight, full carbon fiber bucket racing seats, which just look incredible. And on the steering wheel, you'll now see 3 additional dials. Before, you could just change your driving mode, essentially. But now, you've got full control over your suspension system, stability management, as well as the torque vectoring at your fingertips. Although the 911 has already got seriously powerful brakes, on the GT3 RS, they've been further improved, with 6-piston aluminium brake calipers up front, and 4-piston aluminium brake calipers at the rear, with the option to add carbon ceramics too. And on the inside, the race car elements don't stop. You've got the option to add a steel roll cage that can either be painted in black or Guard red, as well as a 6-point racing harness for the driver's side. And because you're in a Porsche, you can have the option to have 18-way electric adjustable seats too. The customization options come in leaps and bounds, from being able to change the color stitching all over, to the seat belts, to Porsche logos, to adding carbon fiber, etc. Changing the dial colors, changing the clock color, everything. Remember, it's a Porsche. It is a race car, but it's still a Porsche. So yes, you can have infotainment with Apple CarPlay, etc. as well as the sound system provided by Bose with 12 speakers. So that's the new 911 GT3 RS. Just do yourself a favor and go look at it at your nearest Porsche dealership. It looks surreal. It looks like a Hot Wheels, but just, you know, a grown-up version of it. And if there was ever a dream car, this would be it. But dreams have a price too. And this dream car starts at 4.9 million rand and can easily climb to the 6 million rand figure, especially when you start looking at adding the Weissach package, which costs 900,000 Rand. So that's everything I have for you on the 911 GT3 RS that I went to look at Porsche Johannesburg. If you enjoyed this video, please really drop a like and drop a comment down below if there's any other cars you want me to go have a look at and want me to talk about. But until next time, make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss my videos in the future. And I'll see you then. Cheers.